Okay, g'day again. We're doing Algebra 3 and this will make up the basis of most of the test you're about to do. So Algebra 3, substitution. Pretty easy with substitution. You just put each of the values into whatever letters they put in each question. So let's do the first one, a squared plus c. So you're just going to use a and c. You don't worry about b because it's not in the question. So you're just going to go 5 squared plus 3. Punch that in your calculator, 25 plus 3 equals 28. You don't need to do that in your working. You can just punch that in your calculator if you can do it right and go equals 28. So that would be your answer for 1. Second one, find a plus bc square rooted. Letters next to each other always mean multiply. So you would go square root of 5 plus 7 multiplied by 3. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 5 is 26. So that equals the square root of 26. It says to 2 decimal places. So you punch that in your calculator and what you end up with is 5.099. 2 decimal places, well you don't just drop off the 9. This number has to go up by 1. If that number goes up by 1, then this becomes 10. So your real answer is 5.10. And you're done. G'day again. So this is the second part. Would be completing a table using some sort of equation. Now when you're completing the table, it's easy if the numbers are sequential like that. If they increase by exactly the same amount, it's quite simple. You would start with one number, find the difference and continue the pattern. For instance, in this one, here I would start with 0. If you put in 0 there, you get minus 2. Put in 1, 3 times 1 is 3. Take away 2 is 1. Put in 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 6 take away 2 is 4. And now by the time you've done 3, you can see there's a pattern. The pattern is it changes by 3. 1 plus 3, minus 2 plus 3, 4 plus 3, you know that's going to be 7. And these are going to come off by 3 without actually doing the equation each time. You can fill in those gaps. Here, it's a little bit different. It looks like it's sequential, but there's a gap right there, so you can't continue a pattern. And that's very tricky if you're in an exam when you read what's in there. So these could be random numbers and you can't just continue the pattern. So you have to do each one at a time. So grab your calculator, put it in. So if you put in 10 for here, 20 minus 2 times 10 is 0. 20 minus 2 times 15 is minus 10. 20 minus 2 times 20 is minus 20. And it looks like there's a pattern of minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, except now there's a gap. Okay? So you have to do each one. So you put in 30. 20 minus 60 is minus 40. 20 minus 2 times 35 is 70, so minus 50. And 20 minus 2 times 40 is 80, so you're going to get minus 60. So there's partial patterns, but not a complete one. Just be careful of that. G'day again, part 4. So we're going to simplify in brackets, and brackets means multiply. Okay, so we're going to multiply everything. So if we multiply this one, we'll just do it one at a time. X multiplied by x is x squared. X multiplied by plus 3 is plus 3x, plus 2 multiplied by x is 2x, plus 2 multiplied by plus 3 is 6. Can I join anything together? Yes, I can join those two together. So I get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay? Let's look at the second one. Now the second one, I've made them increasing in difficulty. So this we've got 3x here and 2x here, so you're going to have to multiply bigger numbers. So I'm going to go 3x multiplied by 2x. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, x times x is x squared. So I'm going to have 6x squared as my first term. Second term, I'm going to go 3x multiplied by 4. So 3 times 4 is 12, so I'm going to go plus 12x. Next one, I've got a negative. So I've got negative 7 times 2x. So negative 7 times 2x is negative 14x. So now I'm going to numbers. Negative 7 times positive 4. 7 times 4 is 28. So we should have negative 28. Can I join anything to same? Yes, I can join those. So I go 6x squared plus 12 minus 14. Well, what's plus 12? Take away 14. You're going to have a negative 2x minus 28 because that's left over. And that's it. You're done. Next one. Now the next one I've made even harder because I've got an x squared here and I've only got an x there. So this would be a much more difficult question. So we're going to go 4x squared times 1x. So 4 times 1 is just 4. X squared times x is x cubed. Yeah? So we're going to go 4x cubed. Right? 4x squared times x is 4x cubed. So we're going to go 4x squared times minus 2. So 2 times 4 is 8. There's a negative. So I'm going to go negative 8x squared. Okay. Now I'm going to go negative 6 times x. Negative 6 times x is just negative 6x. Now I'm going to go negative 6 times negative 2. Negative times a negative is a positive. So we're going to get plus 12. Can I join together anything that's the same? No. They're all different. So that's my answer. And you're done. G'day again. Back for part 5. So for this one we're going to simplify algebraic fractions. So you're just going to use your straightforward fraction rules, just apply them to algebra. So if you add two fractions with different denominators, you're going to cross multiply. Now you should have learned that before, but if you can't remember it, you're just cross multiplying as you go. So 2 times 5 is 10. X times 5 is 5x. Now that goes up here, that goes up the top, so we're going to go 5x up there. Got a plus sign, so I'm going to put a plus sign. 2 times 3x is 6x. Now I should be able to add those together. 5x plus 6x is 11x. On 10, and that's it, you're done. Next one. For minus and plus, you're going to cross multiply every single time that these are different. So let's do it again. 7 times 9 is 63. 5x times 9, 5 times 9 is 45. You can do these on your calculator if you can't remember your times tables. And there's a minus sign, so I'll put a minus sign there. 7 times 2x is 14x. 45, take away 14 is 31. We've got 31x and 63. We can't really simplify that anymore, so that's your answer. You're done. Next one. When you multiply fractions, what do? You multiply straight across. So let's just go straight across, and that's it. X multiplied by 2x is 2x squared. 2 multiplied by 5y is 10y. Now in this case, 2 goes into 10, so you can simplify that. That will get you half marks because you haven't simplified it enough. 2 over 10 is 1 over 5. So you should answer that as either 1x squared over 5y, or just, you don't have to have the 1, you can leave that out, and just write x squared over 5y. So either way is correct, but that's half marks because you can simplify that. You can't simplify these because they just don't simplify any further. Okay, what do you do when you divide fractions? You flip the second one and multiply straight across. Okay, so we're going to flip this over and then multiply straight across. So I'll do it under it. So we're going to go 2x over 3 multiplied by x over y. 2x times x is 2x squared. 3 times y is 3y. I can't simplify that anymore. So that's it, you're done. Okay, let's look at these ones up here. So we're going to go 2x multiplied by 4. Again, we're multiplying, so we're going to go straight across. 2 times 4 is 8x. 3 times 5 is 15x. Now, instead of the numbers cancelling, like here we could cancel the numbers and reduce them down to the 5, here you've got an x on top and an x on bottom. And again, if you answered that, half marks. And we don't want half marks, we want full marks, so cancel your x's, change it to 8 on 15, and you get full marks. And that's what we want. Division, again, what do we do with division? We flip the second one and multiply straight across. So we're going to do the same there. So we're going to get 3x squared on 2 multiplied by, let's flip that and get 5 over x. 3 times 5 is 15, x squared. 2 times x is 2x. I can't simplify the 15 and the 2, it just can't be done, but I can simplify x squared on x. I can cancel out 1x on the top and 1x on the bottom. So I will get 15x over 2. And you're done. G'day, back again. So part 6. So for part 6, we're going to solve equations, and you really only get them in 2 forms at this level. You really only get straight line ones and then one with an additional fractional part. So if we do a plus and a minus, that should set you up so you get a good mark. So let's go. 2x plus 1 is 7. So to solve that, whatever you do to one side, always do to the other side. So I've got 2x plus 1. I just want, what I want for any of them is I want x equals and one number. Okay, so I want x on this side and the number on that side. That's what I want. Okay? Okay, so I've got an extra 1 here. So how do I get rid of it? I take it off. I'm going to go minus 1, minus 1. 1 minus 1 is nothing, so I'm just left with 2x. 7 minus 1 is 6. I've got 2 x's, I only want x. That's what I want for my answer. So I'm going to say, I'm going to divide by 2, divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1x. Beautiful, that's what I want. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That's it, I'm done. Okay, next one. Same sort of thing, except this time I've got minus 5. Here I had plus 1 and I subtracted. Here I've got minus 5, so I'm going to add. Plus 5, plus 5. Okay? Minus 5 plus 5 is nothing. Again, I've got nothing on this side except the 3x. 25 plus 5 is 30. And now I've got 3 x's. I don't want 3, I just want x. So I'm going to divide by 3, divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1x. Great. 30 divided by 3 is 10. And that's it. We're done again. Next one. So this one, you've got a division. Normally, in these ones, you've taken off whatever's here. You've started here, all right? This has got a whole lot divided by 3, so you have to get rid of this bit first. Okay, you can't just take off this 2 because you're destroying a fraction, and you can't destroy a fraction in the middle of mathematics. You actually get the wrong answer. So you have to get rid of this 3. So this is saying all of this divided by 3. So to get rid of a division, you multiply. So what I'm going to do to this side is multiply by 3 to cancel it out. Okay, so really on this side I'm multiplying by 3 and I'm multiplying by 3. If I multiply this side by 3, that cancels. Okay, so I get x plus 2, multiply this by 3, 7 3s are 21. The other way you can think about it is, I've got 3 on the bottom, I'm just going to move it straight up there and go 7 times 3. That's the other way you can think about it. X plus 2 is 21. I've got plus 2, same as what I had over here. So what did I do? I subtracted 1. So that's what we're going to do again. We're going to subtract 2, subtract 2. I just left with my x. 21 take away 2 is 19. And that's it, and you're done.